I'm so excited to be here on your Thursday. We call this Friday's Eve on the Dana Cortez Show, and this is our live with rocks, discount vitamins, and more. Santi, welcome.
Welcome. How's it going, Dana?
It's going so well. I assume things are going well for you too, because you've been super busy at Rocks Discount Vitamins and More.
Yeah, we have been swamped. We've been blessed. It's been a crazy year last year. So to be able to have an abundance of customers coming in, asking questions, trying to get their fitness journey right from a crazy time last year is it's positive and it's great to see in South Texas.
It is such an incredible feeling to remember where we were last year. And remember, we talked at this time to
Yeah.
where we are now. Things are opening up. Most of my friends are vaccinated. People are feeling more confident. But I read a study that I think the average weight gain was close to 40 pounds. So I'm sure people are running into rocks. And I have a lot of my girlfriends hitting me up. So my first question is, what is a popular women's product right now? Or what's the most requested product from ladies when they go into Rock Discount Vitamins and More?
Okay, so to for our viewers, we I figured there was going to be some questions going on with products. I'd like to start getting products more involved. So I have a bunch of products. I don't know all the questions we're going to go over today, Dana, but I got a bunch of different stuff. So whatever fits. But for the question particularly, what is the most popular women's product right now? So I'd say two things. We have a lot of women that are coming in that they just want a very clean, lean protein. We
Yeah.
have tons of different options, and then we get requested for collagen a lot. We have unflavored, we have multiple flavors, but collagen. So collagen we know is good for your hair, nails, skin, depending on the type of collagen. And then of course our protein is going to be on the nutritional side. It feeds our body, but in addition to that, that's also going to give us nutrition. So I have a couple items here. Let me kind of show you. So this is a plant-based protein. This one's called Blessed. Okay, this is actually a plant-based vegan certified. Very clean, very lean. It comes from a golden pea source. We have other products that aren't necessarily like vegan based, but a lot of our customers, what they'll do is they'll combine their favorite flavor protein, and then they will, which is low calorie, zero fat, zero sugars, and then they'll combine this. I don't know if we can see this here, but this is a collagen. There's maybe say you mix their chocolate collagen, and it has 10,000 micrograms of biotin as well. So you get your collagen and your biotin, and they'll mix that in with their protein. Let's say it'll be a chocolate Cocoa Puffs collagen, mix it right in with their chocolate low calorie.
Well, let's talk about, first of all, protein is feeding your muscles. Ladies, let me tell you something. Muscles burn more fat more calories than fat does. Protein is important because women, we're just naturally softer than men. We just are. Our bodies are made to bring life into the world. So, they're made to act differently than men. And collagen, when I think collagen, I think about little babies. You know how they have that beautiful skin and everything's so perfect. You get older and that collagen just gets sucked away. Everything.
So
These products to me are like, yes.
Yeah. So women, more than men. Don't get me wrong. There's some guys out there, but women, y'all got to stay beautiful, right? So y'all are always looking into.
Y'all got to stay beautiful too, Santi.
Yeah, so we got right. So it's a health and beauty. The collagen does play a part into everything, and that facially that you're doing, skin regeneration, etc. And then the nutrition on the protein. So I probably say hands down. I get a females come in. I want something lean, clean. I don't want to put on weight. I'm trying to lose weight. In addition to that, collagen. Do I need it? I like it. This is what I want to do. And we kind of do this little combination for them. And that's just extremely common these days.
Well, and just think about the flavors that you just talked about. Look, I'll be honest. If you give me something, and you say, Dana, this is going to work. It's amazing. And I take it home and it's disgusting. I'm not going to stick with it.
Yeah, no, we're so picky.
How are you going to, I remember back in 2015 or something, that those green shots were like really popular. They were so gross. Like nobody's going to take those things. That's why they're not around anymore. This stuff tastes like you're cheating. It tastes like you're eating something that you're not supposed to eat.
It's actually delicious. So the collagen, this brand we carry is called Obvi, OBVI. Anybody can look it up. So their whole, vision is all their flavors are, a lot of them are cereal based. So, let's say you have Cocoa Puffs or Cinnamon Toast Crunch or whatever it is. You have that milk of the flavor, and it just tastes really good.
When you drink the milk when it's all gone.
There you go. So that's what it tastes like, but obviously a healthy version. And you just mix that right along with your favorite flavor of protein that you would prefer, And honestly, it enhances the flavor. My personal opinion, because I have tried it. But we have an unflavored. Some people they don't want flavors, not a problem. Just do an unflavored.
So if you do an unflavored, can I add that to my cafecito? If I add that to my, I mean, can I just add that to whatever I want if it's not flavored?
100%. So that is the versatility of
Oh,
being unflavored, is that you can add it with whatever you like to do. I would say a lot of people do this, and it's very common, but try not to add it to like steaming hot things. When you add some types of these powders to that, you can kind of denature or kind of break that down what it's supposed to kind of be, because it's not naturally exposed to that much heat in our body. Our digestive system doesn't have that much heat. It's acidic, but it's not heat. So you don't want to do it into like boiling hot coffee, but a chilled version is really good, or lukewarm.
that sounds good though. But a nice cold coffee, come on, things are getting hot now. That sounds really good to me. So
I love iced coffees personally. The hot, I'm a fast drinker, so if it's too hot, I can't drink it. So I'd rather ice. I do iced everything. So
I only drink iced coffee when it's really hot. When I take my dogs to the dog park and stuff, that's the only time. Otherwise, I want a hot cup of coffee. Otherwise, I want a hot
it
cup
wakes
of
you up
coffee.
sometimes. Yeah,
Dude, and I'm not. Sometimes I have to do like a little cleanse because I'm up to like 4 cups a day, and it doesn't even help anymore. I'm like, okay, I gotta go like a week without coffee so I can get that.
We're gonna have to send you something that hits you a little different. We'll give you.
Yes. Well, you know what I want to do. That's kind of what I want to talk about. We just talked about caffeine and the stimulant, and the fact that when I do that cleanse and I have 1 cup of coffee, I feel amazing. Sometimes in the past, and it's not just me, I know other people as well. When you do look for a weight loss product, you want to look for something that's not going to make you feel jittery. I don't like that feeling of taking something, and whether I'm going to go work out or I'm taking it in the morning. I don't mind feeling energy, but I hate it when I'm like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I almost
100%.
feel like weird. Like
so, it's funny. Over the years, I used to be a really big into like high stimulant stuff. So, basically, what I would probably say, some good products that you could come in and ask about in regards to that are going to be able to what's called lipolysis, which is fat breakdown. That's what we all want to do. We want to lose body fat. So I'll tell you what, we're going to look at some questions. Any questions that's related to these weight loss products that are not caffeine or stimulant oriented, we'll pick one of these here and we'll raffle off one of these as a winner. So, but the two that I'm going to go into, Dana, so we want to keep it non-stimulant, right? You don't want to feel jittery, but you still want some of the benefits of a weight loss product. So I got 2 up here. We have a lot more, but I only brought a couple. So this one is called Drip. So this is a pretty cool product. It's Astroflave is the company. This is 0 caffeine. Okay, you can literally drink this and mix this and pop it and take a nap. It's a strawberry watermelon flavor. They have Rocket Pops. There's others, but
that sounds good. So can I mix it with ice and like make it look like
whatever you want? So let's say I know that you are a fan of Oxy Shred since it's a low stim.
Yes.
Let's say you wanted to kick up your Oxy Shred. You wanted a little bit more fat burning abilities and you wanted a little more sweat factor, but you don't want to increase the energy factor. That's where you throw in something like this that kind of adds to the matrix. And so this is purely weight loss. So the biggest thing about this product, it's got a big ingredient panel that what it'll do is it'll actually transport our fatty acids into the muscle. So then the muscle begins to use the fat as energy, because that's what fat is. It's stored energy. So we want to be able to use that. And then in addition to that, it has a heat blend. So you will feel your core temperature raise. That's the biggest thing. What we want to do is raise your core temperature, burn more calories, and let the body know that you're under physical exercise or physical stress, and it needs to start letting go and burn. So
burning the fat, right? I'm so glad you said that about burning fat. And, a lot of people try to figure out, how do I lose weight? How do I lose weight? Well, this is increasing your metabolism. You're burning fat. It really is very simple math, though. You have to burn more calories than you're taking in.
Correct. And sometimes, and I try to kind of use the term loosely, burn. Obviously, we burn body fat. That's a very common term. The real term, or what we want to kind of start to make sure that we're aware of is that fat is just stored energy. So we're not typically burning, but we're utilizing. So all that stored energy, the carbs, the lipids, the fats, everything that we're bringing in and we're holding, we're storing, the only way we're going to use that is to use it by physical exercise. And so we're physically active, the body then begins to utilize. So in AKA burn, right? So whatever it is, but that's what we're doing. So when we're exercising, we're using that energy. That's why we have to be energetic and do physical exercise to lose it, because We have to
It's not,
expend
it
it.
just builds up on our body. It literally just builds up in layers, and it sounds gross, but it is. And I want people to know that when Santi's saying exercise, Santi, and I've mentioned this practically every time we get on here to talk about this. When you work out, you're at a whole different level than the rest of us down here. But we don't have to work out like that. If we want to get to that level, I know all the people at Rocks can help. Every time I go in, they're incredible. I never feel dumb for asking any questions. I don't feel any intimidation or anything. In fact, I always still welcome. But if I take a walk, that's burning calories, that's burning fat. You
Yep.
don't have to think that you have to go in and be this muscle head guy or girl, and that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes I follow all the fitness ladies and I think it's so amazing. That's not me though, so I don't want anyone to think that they have to go into this grinding 2.5 hour a day workout
Mhm.
to burn fat.
And just for just food for thought for everybody watching, a product like this drip powder, honestly, the most commonly times that I see people utilizing this is for their cardio. This is not even like this big, heavy, grueling weight session. This is more of a cardio session because they're already burning or utilizing that energy and they want to burn more calories or use more calories. And when your core temperature rises, your body understands that or thinks that must be really active and you need energy, and fat is stored
Right.
energy. So it immediately starts to, let go and give your body so you can utilize more and we can burn more body fat.
So I have a question for you. How many hours a day do you work out, and how many days a week do you work out personally? Hold on. After you tell me that, I have a follow-up question. So go
Okay,
ahead.
no problem.
What?
So for me, if I have, lucky I'm a very busy guy because if not, I'd spend hours and hours in the gym. So I have to really check myself to set little alarms that lets me know when I get out. So I'd say an hour and a half on average. For me personally, I can go up a little north, maybe 2 hours. And it's not a thing for me because I've been doing it for so long. But there's some times where literally it's 60 minutes. It's in, I'm out in 60 minutes, 1 hour. I got stuff to do. I got a life to do as well, So,
Right.
and then how many days a week? I'd probably say I'm at 5 times a week. I give my body rest time if it's been a very, very busy week, work-wise, and I need to do some other things, and that my body and my mind rest. They are connected, our bodies and our minds. But I've been fortunate enough to have been doing this for such a long time where my body's in a position where all that work that I have been doing, now I can be a little more relaxed with it. So about 5 days a week.
Okay. So what is the minimum that people can work out every week and still be fit, in your opinion? I mean, what is the minimum? Because not everybody likes to work out. You and Mayela, y'all like to work out. I don't like it. Like I was overweight and I've had to really commit. It's about discipline for me. It's a battle every day. So what's the minimum that people
Yeah,
can
I tell you though, Dana, I mean, I'm, just because, I'm human, right? And so there's days where I don't want to work out. Yesterday, I did not want to work out yesterday. I did it.
But you did it, didn't you?
Know that I needed to, right? And so the way I look at it is it's a daily health deposit, right? So just like we all want to make financial deposits into our bank account, we need to make a daily health deposit. The health deposit doesn't always have to be physical exercise. It could be, I'm going to eat clean today. I ate all my meals, and I didn't have junk food. Whatever it is, there's different forms of health deposits, right? But how many days a week? I'd say it depends what your goals are, right? But and fit, you said how many days to be fit? Fit is it's a personal opinion, but I would say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at least 3 days a week as a minimal. How long? I'd say at least a TV show's worth of cardio, 20 to 30 minutes of cardio.
Brilliant.
Netflix, or whatever, and just get your heart rate up and burn versus sitting on a couch watching that same TV show, right? So 3 days a week, if you can squeeze in 4, you're only winning a little bit more.
I love that because I think I've told you, and if I haven't, I'm going to repeat it anyway. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but I say to myself, all right, you're going to watch whatever on Netflix, turn it on, walk in front of it, pick some weights up, do some jumping jacks, and you're still watching your show.
Yep.
You're still at home, so you're not physically having to get into the car, go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a way. The reason I wanted to ask you that is because we always come up with excuses to not do it. And you had the best answer. I'm going to use that. I'm going to steal your phrase, the health deposit. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to use it. That's a deposit for you, your
Mhm.
health. Why would you not
Mhm.
want to be a healthy person?
Yeah. So if you ask somebody every day, hey, would you like to put, $100 in your bank account every day? And we'd be like, sure, like as long as it's cool with it, sure. At the end of the year, at the end of the month, that might be a little bit kind of cool to see that health deposit of what it's accumulated
Yes.
to, right? And so the same thing is your health. Every day you make a little health deposit. We don't get rich with $1, right? It's an accumulation of those dollars. Same thing with your health. One good meal doesn't make it, but a continuation of those consistent health deposits. Oh, well, what do you know? 10 pounds you're down and your two dress size is down and you look
Oh,
better, you feel better. That's a health deposit. So that's what our goals are.
the best feeling is going to the store and you find a dress and it's just a little bit too small, but you buy it anyway
Yeah.
and put it at the back of the closet, and then it ends up fitting. Man, that's the best feeling ever.
Yes,
So give
definitely.
yourself that health deposit,
So
and then
I'm gonna do a little giveaway on the drip. I see we have
yeah,
a Angela Ojeda is counting macros, hard work with it. Um, we're gonna go ahead and we can just record Angela. Somebody will reach out to you, and then get all your contact information, and we'll reach out. And we will, if you live in San Antonio, Texas, you can come to a local location that's here or South Texas. If not, we will personally mail this out to you so you can experience some extra drip in your workouts.
and I would say that if you do live in San Antonio, you need to stop in at Rocks anyway. Sometimes something, I get a lot of direct messages about this.
Yeah.
I think people are embarrassed, and I get it. You're embarrassed to ask questions, or you don't feel comfortable in your body at this time, and like I said, we understand that. If you go into Rocks, I promise you, once you go in one time, and I remember going in and I did feel like, oh no, this is the
Yeah.
weightlifting place. And I walked in and it's not like that at all. You're
No.
greeted with a smile. You feel like family. They pay attention to you. And you just learn that the reason that this brick and mortar is growing so much is because they're giving you something that's priceless, and that's knowledge.
Yeah.
Anybody can sell you a meal. Anybody can sell you it. How do I use it? Does it work for
Yeah.
me? Is this cater to my body? What they're answering these questions, and you're getting a specific package for you, so that becomes a lifestyle change, because you can't just diet. It's forever. You gotta live this forever.
100%. I had a couple that came in yesterday. I don't mean to interrupt. We had a couple came in yesterday. They're trying to lose weight, and man, all the best hearted intentions. That's what they're trying to like change their lifestyle. They're trying to get rid of junk food and eat meal preps and healthy stuff. They don't really know where to go. And by the time we got done with it, everything, I mean, they were just jaw dropped. They were impressed. They had their in-body analysis. They never knew how much their body needed in protein and really where their numbers were at. So we got a baseline for them. I walked them through macro and micronutrition, very basic stuff, the stuff information where they can take with their daily lives and now kind of understand, make something complex and make it very simple so they can be continuous with it. And then with other products were completely tailored. There were a couple they wanted to share everything. Some stuff they could share, other things, different bodies, different goals.
Yeah.
And but a great example of a couple coming in, great hearted, and they just want to see their bodies change a little bit, but they just don't know where to start. And by the time they left, they had all the information, and they're like super excited to come back and check their body scans in 30 days to see kind of like what's
The progress, that's the best part. And Santi, the thing is that you see all these commercials. The weight loss industry is a multi-billion-dollar a year, hundreds of billions of dollar a year business, because they prey on our hopes. Hey,
yeah,
take this and you can lose weight. Okay, forever? How many times? Does this really
mhm,
work for me?
yeah,
When you go into Rocks, it is curated for you, the individual. It's different.
correct.
It's just different.
Yeah,
It's
and we're gonna be advocates as well, guys. Everybody watching, understand supplements are supplemental, meaning they are adding to your diet or your life. But we're always going to be advocates for clean eating and physical exercise.
yes.
Doesn't be grueling, crazy stuff, but walking in your neighborhood for 20 minutes is physical exercise. It's doing something. So we're always going to be advocates for that because that also helps what we do much, much faster.
So what can you do to get rid of my jiggles? Because there's things that, like when I wave, it's still parts of me waving when I stop. Like, I think a lot of people, it's not just about losing weight, because I'm back to eating right. I'm back to working out, especially during COVID. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have the desire. Like there was
Yeah.
no it's just weird, like almost like a sense of exhaustion all the time. Like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
have the energy. Well, I'm starting to feel like we're coming out of this. You know, I mentioned at the beginning of the convo, most of my friends are vaccinated. Like people are starting to feel a lot more comfortable now. So now that I'm here, what can you recommend for me to tighten the muscle, whether it's the butt area, which I don't have one, whether
Ah.
it's my belly, back of the arms, whatever, to just feel more firm? And I'm sure I'm not the only woman who
Yeah.
feels that way. So I'm just the
So
one
yeah,
talking
there's
about it.
guys out there too. This is not just women's, but hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? Men and women. But I would probably say, so what that sounds to me more is like problem areas, right? So let's say you drop 10 pounds and you've been working your butt off, right? But let's say in everybody's body, and women, men deposit fat differently. Men, we typically hold it right in the midsection, call it the beer
Mhm.
belly, right? Women, they'll hold it in the back of the arms, the under thighs, the underbelly. There's just different areas of fat deposits that we differ. But problem areas. So let's say you drop 10 pounds of body fat, but you still have something on the arm, or there's still something on the legs that you're just not quite sure. Like, why is it not going away from there, but only in this area?
Yeah.
And leads to problem areas, right? Areas that are just not seeing the results as quick as maybe other areas. And so we have a product. I have it here, right here. So we have multiple. This one is called Abs of Steel. Okay. Pretty cool product. Now this one, and we have another one called Aniline Lotion.
So that's a topical. That's something I'm going to rub on my body. What does it do?
These are topicals. So this one is Abs of Steel, and the other one is called Aniline Lotion. I really like the Aniline Lotion. This is just the one that I just happen to have on hand. But both of them are very good. So what they'll do is they'll basically do three different types of kind of attacking the adipose tissue or fat tissue. Okay, so the biggest thing is, the first thing is, it's going to warm up in the area that you apply it in. From your neckline down, you can put it wherever you please. The best time is probably prior to exercise, before you are going to go do something physical, even just walking around. But what it's going to do is going to begin to dehydrate the fat cells. So any area that you put it in, you're going to perspire a lot more in that area. There is other brands out there, like I don't want to probably say bad names on other brands, but there are other brands out there, and they have like, they feel a lot of oils and stuff. And so all that does kind of clog the pores. And so you want to look for a product that's going to have an active fat breakdown. And so that's the ones that we have. But
Okay.
it pulls and dehydrates the fat cells. 2, it thins out the layer of the body fat between the muscle and the skin. And then lastly, which everybody likes, is it begins to tighten up that area that you're applying it in. So
That's what we
there's a lot
want.
of
We want
different,
tighter skin.
yes, there's a lot of different usages for stuff like this. So one, let's say you're somebody that drops 40, 50 pounds. That's a considerable amount of weight. Your skin has been stretched more than maybe it was meant to be. And when you drop those 40 or 50, then the skin begins to come down. Gravity, right, comes in effect. This, in the process of losing these big LBs, it starts to be kind of bring everything back a little bit in the process of it, rather than trying to come in 40 to 50 pounds and then trying to uplift. And then 2, somebody that is just trying to target little problem areas, kind of get everything a little bit more tighter, like you were saying. And then 3, there's like competitors that will use this for their shows, so they can get very, very tight in those specific areas, because more on the competing world side of things.
Well,
But there's a
well,
lot
if professionals are using it, though, then they must know if it's working for them, it's definitely going to work for us.
Yeah, the
You know what I
Aniline
mean?
lotion was actually studied at UCLA University, and so it actually has some clinical studies there. So so there's some really cool stuff that we have. Always remember, guys, when we put something on our shelves, we do the homework for you. There's so many brands and so many products out there. It'd be too difficult to try and figure out yourself of what's the difference between all these guys. And so the comfort is that you're able to come to a local nutrition store that has a supplement specialist and an expert that is going to pick products in your best interest, tailored to you. And 3, all the SKUs or products in those stores have already been vetted that are going to be high quality and best price in Texas,
Well, I
right?
think, we had the conversation about how many times have you gone to buy something, and of course, not that you have the privilege of working at Rocks. I just happened to wander in one day, years ago now. It's been years, and I was so excited about it because I can't tell you how many products I had that were just thrown in drawers. Do you know what I mean? Like I had bought, and what it is just like I said, people preying on my hope and wishes
Yeah.
versus really helping me reach my goal. Hopes and wishes,
Yeah.
Don't help you. You have to have
No.
someone who's going to walk you through the process. Because if it was easy to be skinny or thin or fit or healthy
Yeah.
or everybody would be, and it's
It's
not.
not
You
even.
know,
Yeah.
no.
The
So
big
thank
thing is
you.
education, though, right? Like,
Yes.
you might have all those products. Some people, they'll come in from another nutrition store and they'll show me pictures of the product. I'm like, okay, well, what are you taking this for?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know what it does. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're taking this thing, you don't know what it does? And they're like, oh my, I'm like, let me look it up for you. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how much did you pay for this? Like, oh, this is horrible. So
Just
again,
don't throw your money away. Go into rocks and have them help you. Don't throw. And I've been one of those people where I had drawers and drawers and cabinets full of I don't know what it was. Or maybe it was supposed to do something, but I didn't understand it, or nobody explained to me. And so don't waste your money like that.
yeah, no. So that's a big one. A lot of people come in and they are trying to tighten up. We got a lot of people going on vacations. March was, spring break, so we had tons of people leaving. They're, beach ready, pool ready, or whatnot. So we just had a big surge of people coming in, weight loss, tightening up, just everything. So this is actually a pretty fresh subject right now. Getting ready to roll into summer, we'll start seeing a lot more of this because people are coming in and they're going on vacation. And naturally, it's hot in Texas or in Mexico, wherever else you're going, and they want to look good, right?
That's right. And that's the goal. Look, I know we want to be healthy, but the great side effect is looking good. And I've always said that. I mean, yes, it's a little vanity in there too. Of course, I want to live a long life for my
Yes,
three beautiful daughters. I want to live a long life for my family. I want to show them that they need to live a healthy lifestyle, but
yes,
I also want to look good in that dress that I've been having at the back of the closet that now I can wear.
100%. And that's honestly, the cool thing about fitness, health is you make these daily deposits. And I know sometimes there's days we don't want to go, but at the end of the day, you have a healthier body. You're gonna live a little bit longer. And three, you feel confident. You get to wear things,
You
go
feel
out.
better. You're happier. You're a happier person.
Exactly. So that's going to release, all your happy hormones, and you're just a better, happier version of ourselves. And all you're doing, it all comes from just making some good decisions in our health. And that's
Throw the sad hormones away and pick up the happy ones.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Thank you so much for today. I know how busy you are. I understand that. So for anybody, who's watching this, just understand that Santi's taking time out of his day to do this. And I look forward to it every single month.
Yes.
And next month, I guess, we're going to be deep into summer by next month. So maybe we really should talk about, I
We're
don't
getting
know.
close. Yep.
Yeah, talk about that bikini body. Like,
Do you think we could answer maybe one question that we
yeah,
have?
go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
let's
I'm
see
not
here.
able to see the question, so go ahead, please.
Yeah, and I thought let's see that. So we got quite a bit here. Da, 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 da. Okay, what should I use? I got a James Pledger. What should I use as a supplement outside of pre-workout daily? I work out 6 times a week. I'm focusing on getting more lean. Okay, James, great
Mr.
question.
Pledger, don't shame us because you work out 6 days a week.
So good stuff, man. So here's what I like to do with a customer, something like this coming in. So James, you're putting in 6 days of work in a week. That's a pretty good amount. I mean, you're working out more than me, right? And so a pre-workout is something that you're going to take prior to training to kind of help that performance, the duration of that exercise. But what you always want to be focused, if you're putting that much work into already exercising, you want to ask yourself, what types of products are you using that's going to help push your body towards whatever your goals are, whether it's reducing more body fat tissue, whether it's increasing lean muscle. You want to make sure that you have something in the mix, something in the regimen that's designed to push your body a different way, because our bodies are a bit stubborn sometimes. We got to kind of get it going in the direction we want to go. So biggest thing is, I would say, look at your products, look at your supplements, and ask yourself, what am I taking this design for my goals? Pre-workout is energy and performance. Are you doing something for nutrition? Protein to be very important. You should be trying to hit your weight in protein a day, at least minimally, because you're so physically active. So a protein, something from nutrition. 2, something from a goal-oriented product, could be for lean muscle. Sounds like more than likely this guys are trying to put on some lean muscle. And then 3, maybe a different performance product. So that's what I would recommend.
If you're working out 6 days a week, you're already at a certain level. And at this point, it's just about continuing or even upping that game.
Kind of. I had a customer, kind of, because I had a customer about a week ago. They're in the gym just like a James, right? They're in there 6 days a week. They're like, I just don't understand what's going on. I'm in here. I'm putting all this work. I haven't even really dropped that much weight. Haven't even put on that much muscle either. I'm getting very frustrated. I'm putting the time, and it's just not. And when you take a deeper dive, there's just all these things that are taking their bodies different directions. And so that's the biggest thing. James, I would highly recommend rocksdiscountvitamins.com is our website. Go there and find the nearest location, or just give a call. All the numbers are there. And speak with a specialist if you don't live in San Antonio. So that way we can have an online phone consultation with you. We can get you hooked up and everything. Just let us know that you came in from the live radio, and get a 10% off on whatever you want, plus free shipping. Okay.
I love that you're doing that too, because I think a one-on-one consultation is something that really differentiates Rocks from everyone else. Of course, we live in the city, you can walk in, but being able to call and set that up too is that's a great thing, because not everybody offers that, and you can't get that in most places. So
I just love helping people. And so
I know you do.
allowing us to come on your platform and be able to educate, all our viewers, and health and fitness. There's a lot of people that suffer from a lot of different things. Sometimes it's their body, sometimes it's mental that stems from their body.
Right.
So to be able to come on and just kind of bring some lightness and some smiles and some laughs to a subject that people kind of turn away from, is a blessing. So we're here in South Texas, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Laredo, College Station, Victoria, Texas, Austin, Texas. We're all over South Texas. So hop into it nearest Rocks. If not, catch us on our next live, right, Dana?
That's for sure. We'll be back on next month, and we're going to talk about the bikini bod.
Bikini bod. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna have some.
That's a scary conversation for me. What did you say?
We got to have a talk about the men's. We got some guys on.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
it's a bikini bod for the ladies, and for the guys, it's the taking of the t-shirt off.
Okay.
Oh, you got to get the can't swim with a t-shirt, guys.
I can't do that.
Okay.
100%.
All right. I love you.